So why don't you guys tell me a little bit about this reality award show of yours? How's it working out?
Great. So this is our 7th annual show, and we are coming up on just less than 2 weeks away that we will be having the live show broadcast on our website. So anybody who voted, anyone in the industry, anyone who's just a general lover of reality television will be able to, view the awards from the comfort of their own homes this Wednesday, June 24th.
Nice. And Andrew, what do you have to add about the show?
Well, it was, we're really excited that we're able to do something digital. And, during these times of pandemic, you have to adapt. And you get kind of a glimpse into all these celebrities' homes, because we were ready to do a live show, and now we're doing a digital show. So you get to kind of peek into all these celebrities' lives. And I think that makes it a little more interesting.
Yeah. What would you say was the biggest challenge about doing it this way?
Kristen, do you want to jump in on that?
I mean, I feel like you have to. So we have done a digital show before. That's kind of the fun side, is that we're no strangers to doing a digital show. But the interesting thing is, and we've spoken to talent producers from any major award show. You have your wish list of celebrities and talent that you want to work with, and then you kind of go to you work your way down, and some people are available, some people are not. It just depends on who is, willing to talk during this time and who is going through a difficult moment in their own lives. I mean, I wouldn't say, we are working with amazing talent that we love, and it all kind of falls into the universal, the universal law of who's supposed to be in this year's show. It all kind of works itself out. But, it's getting the talent involved and getting the celebrities involved and making sure that everybody's doing things on time. I mean, we're on top of everybody because we want to get the show out for the fans.
Nice. Andrew, what do you have to add?
I think we were all just so excited for a live show that we had to 180 real quick, but it's kind of really gotten our creative brains together of well, what could we do during this? How do we make the show a little more funny? And, a lot of these celebrities are coming up with ideas of their own, and they're kind of making light as much as they can of the whole quarantine, and kind of embracing it in a way. So I just think that's been kind of fun. So it's been a creative challenge in a good way. And I think it's given people, an opportunity to have fun, because a lot of times people are kind of, they've been so stuck in their houses and doing the same thing. So some of these talent are yes, I want to do something creative. I want to do something fun. And we collaborate on it with them. So I think it's been kind of a fun challenge.
Very nice. And how is hosting working? Do you have a host for this show that's hosting from their own home, or is it going to be a non-host show this year?
So currently we're open-minded about it, but right now we don't have a host, because kind of the presenters and the acceptance people all carry it on their own. It might be fun to add in a host, and we're totally not against it. If someone approaches us and wants to, hey, we might talk about it.
Just kidding. But yeah, and what would you say? How did you pick the categories for each for the show?
Back in the first, before we ever started the reality awards, Andrew and I and a group of colleagues got together and came up with a list of, I would say, over 50 or 60 potential categories. And then we pared it down to the 20 or so that we had that year in the first year. We kind of saw what was interesting, what people were submitting to, all the production companies and the networks submit to us for consideration for each category. So, we saw that some categories were just chock full of submissions, and other categories had a little less. So we've worked out our strategy. We've given them what they're looking for. We've tried new things. So that's kind of how we came down to it. We wanted them to be broad enough to encapsulate enough shows, but also giving homage to the different departments within reality television that really deserve recognition, like editing and the actual crew itself that's out in the field, casting, development, the challenge departments. So, you know, as much as these awards are really fun, they do give back a little bit of recognition to the people who are working behind the scenes.
See, that's what I like about that. You don't really think about the people behind the scenes. You're just thinking of big personalities on the show, like The Bachelor or The Amazing Race. You don't think of the people who are actually doing the heavy legwork behind the scenes. And I love the fact that you're really giving recognition to these.
Oh, behind the scenes of all those cat fights and romantic moments, there are crews of people who have been traveling, you know, hours and hours to get to a location. And sure, they're in Tahiti too, but they have to work 12 to 14-hour days, and they may not get a day off. And yeah, they have their friends, or, you know, they're friends with the talent, but then they have to sometimes expose the talent for who they are. So, you know, there's this give and take within the industry, and they really do deserve recognition. If anything, Andrew and I both work in it. We know, all our friends work in the industry, and that's why it's so important to us to give this gift back.
I'll bet, yeah. And do each of you have a favorite reality show?
I've seen every episode of Top Chef. I love to cook. I love that show. My friends work on it as well. It's spectacular, and they always come up with something new. So I love Top Chef. It's been going for many, many years.
Nice. What about you, Andrew?
I have a few, but Dance Moms would be my guilty pleasure, and I know it's not it's older episodes now, but Abby Lee Miller, I think, is one of the greatest characters on television, and she's been attending since, I don't know, the third year. So we've had a long-standing relationship with her, but I just am very entertained by her and all her cast members.
And I live in Pittsburgh, so represents Pittsburgh right there. So
Exactly.
it's great. Yeah, I haven't met her yet, but, you know, being that she's from that area, I have to at least give a little representation and watch when it's on.
Yeah.
And if you guys were each to go on a reality show, which show would you want to go on and why?
Oh, I mean, I think I'd want to go on Big Brother. I always kind of wanted to go on that show. And,
see, my dogs agree with you. You should go on Big Brother. They agree. See, Gus and Sophie agree.
I think I need to have a producer, bring in 2 producers, and Kristen and I can go in and see what we can do.
That's good. What about you, Kristen? Which one would you like to go on?
I mean, travel's my passion, and Amazing Race is just another one of those shows where you watch in awe. I mean, how did they get to this location? What made them choose this? You know, the whole production behind Amazing Race is spectacular. So to be a contestant on the show would be a dream come true.
Yeah.
I agree. I'll go with you. We should do it together.
Yeah, there you go. I got to get back to running a little bit more, but.
Same. It'll give me the kick in the butt I need to do my marathon as well. So we should do it together. I actually auditioned a few years ago, but I never heard back.
Oh,
that happens.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can imagine how many applications they probably get for that show. For them to pare it all down to what they end up with is a feat in itself, and props to the casting team over there too.
Absolutely.
Exactly. It's just an incredible show. And I actually know 2 people that were contestants on this show. And just hearing their story afterwards was just absolutely amazing. So, yep, one day maybe we'll both get on. Maybe we'll be together. Maybe we'll compete against each other. But
there you go. Yeah,
I'll share my winnings with you if I win.
Okay. We have it recorded.
Yes, I have it recorded. You heard it here first. And why don't you each tell me a fun fact about yourselves that might surprise people?
Well, I know a fun fact about Andrew.
Ooh. Well, now you have to share.
Well, no, just about your skincare line. I mean, you know, not only is he working and running the award show, but he also started a skincare line, which is incredible. So you take it from here, but I think that's a fun fact.
A skincare line. Let's hear about this.
Yeah, so we started, me and my partner started an all-natural skincare line called Amber House, and I live in New Orleans now. So I moved here almost 3 years ago to start that. So, and we kind of adapted during the times. We made a hand sanitizer as well. So we are, trying to keep up as best we can. And it's been a really fun journey. Oh, there it is.
I like
I have it with me at all times. I can tell you this is better than gel because you can spray it on items as well.
I like it, and I love the design of it. Where can we find this?
You can find it at amberhousenola.com.
amberhousenola.com. I'll definitely keep that in mind. And what about you, Kristen? Any fun facts?
Well, fun fact, my husband is Italian and we went to Italy twice last year. I've been starting to learn Italian. I speak some Spanish, less Italian, but that's fun. My other half, I communicate with in another language.
Nice. Where in Italy have you been?
So we've gone to, from his hometown is Pescara, which is on the east coast of Italy. And then we've been to Rome, of course. We always fly in and out of Rome. We have been to Umbria region, and we went into the little mountains in Abruzzo region. So the goal is to see all of Italy and get there at least a couple times, probably at least once a year, I'd say. But I also started my own casting company this year as well.
Wow, good for you. That's amazing. I'm so proud of the both of you. It's got so many great projects in the air. I think that's wonderful. How do you keep up with it all? How do you balance all this?
I mean, Kristen calls me a robot sometimes.
He has no fear. I wish I had the mentality that Andrew has, because sometimes I go into things with fear and I maybe push them off or I get nervous. He doesn't have that fear. If there's a big document that needs to be filled out or we have to get something in on a deadline, it's done. And there's not even a question about it.
And you can see, I have 2 computer screens so I can multitask.
I love it.
I actually joined the bandwagon myself, and I have 2 computer screens also.
I brought her over to the dark side.
Can't survive without it. I don't know.
It's also
fun these days.
Yeah.
I think it's also about, just making sure that we take the time off, because I would just work from morning till night and I would not stop. And I, am on my phone a lot. But I think it's just a matter of taking the time to take a break. Yesterday I went to the beach. It's Thursday, but my husband had off. We went to the beach. I got a little time, sun time in. I had my phone there in case anything major came up. And today I'm back to work through the weekend. So.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you had a good time. That's wonderful. You need the relaxation sometimes to rejuvenate. That's why I'm at my mom's now, because I could work and I could still rejuvenate.
Exactly.
Yes. And see, and the dogs are happy that I'm here too. They haven't seen me here, so they're thrilled.
Like a cheering squad back there.
Yeah, they're like, Sammy's working. Yay. Well, that is wonderful. And remind us one more time where people could see the show and when it's airing.
Yeah, it's at realitytelevisionawards.com, or you can go to our acronym, which is rtvas.com. And it's Wednesday, June 24th at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern.
Wonderful. Well, make sure to tune in, and thank you both for taking the time today. I really appreciate the both of yous.
Thanks, Sammy.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Enjoy your mom.
Yeah.
I will. Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thanks.